Okay, guys, let's begin. So, okay, let's see. So, I had promised yesterday that we were going to see Might, which we did. I'm going to do a bit of a repetition to make sure that you're clear on it, okay? Because a few of you weren't here yesterday, and it's good to always review. So, here we're talking about Might, and we said that it's maybe similar to when we use will, as in, when I say, oh, it will rain, let's say it will rain tonight. I really don't know, but I kind of maybe think so. I think, yeah. Maybe I've looked at the weather forecast, and the weather forecast indicates that there is a possibility, but I don't know if that is real or not until it happens. Look what happened the other day in Queensland. Correct? There was forecasted. So when I say forecasted, it's I'm trying to say like previously indicated or said. Okay, so forecast is a prediction, a projection, if you want. So it was forecasted last week that in Queensland there was going to be a huge cyclone, yes, called Cyclone Alfred, and the you could see the people that that work in weather forecasting, right? They were working out the pathway of the cyclone. Why? Because they wanted to kind of know before. They wanted to prevent let's say the damage that possibly could happen, in the certain cities. So all the forecasts, all the projections were like, oh, this is going to hit hard. It's going to hit super hard. And they said, Gold Coast, be careful, because there's going to be very strong winds and the sea is going to come out, right? This is what they thought was going to happen. So when we said going to, we said it's the intention, but also what we think possibly is going to or will happen. Yeah. So they were like, oh, in the Gold Coast, be ready, have, torches, flashlights, candles, because again, they projected or forecasted like no power. And what happened at the end? All the forecasts and the projections were wrong. They were wrong because at the end, the cyclone came down and it went around and then it went back up and then it came down. And it was very close to the Gold Coast, but not really. It hit northern New South Wales and it hit hard Lismore. And so Lismore at the moment is underwater. It's all flooded. There is no electricity. So they haven't had electricity now since last week. So since Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 6 days. No electricity. And, like it's a cyclone. Like how can you control natural events? It's difficult, but we try. And so when the researchers or the scientists are trying to study to see, what is going to happen, they see the possibilities. So they, you know what? It might go here. It might go here. This might happen. This might happen here. They're not saying, yes, it will. Or yes, it is happening. They don't say that. They go, But when we say this, like might, maybe, yeah. So when we say this, we always say it's more of a no. It's more of a no. It's like you're saying, yeah, possibly this could happen or this and this. It might, but not really, because honestly, you are not sure. You do not know. You do not know. And so when we use this might, it is basically, as I said yesterday, to replace when you say, to say something. It is possible that it will rain today. So it is possible that it will rain. I'm adding possibility plus will. Yes? Two different ideas. So will, if I go, will it rain today? Maybe. Yeah. Possibly. Yeah. If I say yes, it will, I'm like, 50%, but 50% more yes than no. If I say it might, I'm like, yeah, possibly, could rain, but 50% no. So will is 50% yes, and might 50% no. It's more no than yes. This is what I'm saying. And so instead of saying this very long sentence, yes, I can abbreviate, and here I can say it might rain. And now here with the might, I am covering that it is possible. So this is your maybe. And I'm talking also in the future. So here is your will. So instead of having such a long idea, I can keep this idea short and just say, oh, you know what? It might rain tonight. And that's it. And we said that if you say might for yes, you can also say might not for no. So when I say, oh, it might rain tonight. Yeah, it's possible. I don't think so. But yeah. Or it might not rain tonight. Yeah, it's possible. I don't think so, but see what I mean? So it's like no, no, no. Okay? That's why we always say it's more of a negative. Say, hey, are you coming to my party? I might. Now, if I say to you, I might, you might go, well, okay. Is that a yes or a no? Because it isn't a yes or a no. You're just saying maybe, but depending on what, But if I say to you, look, and even if I say this, I go, if I finish work early on Saturday, I might go to your party. Am I going to your party? Not really. But it could be like, I might finish work on the Saturday and I might be like, oh, okay, the day is gone, it's done. Now party time. You know what I mean? And go, oh, that's right. Lily invited me to a party. So, okay, I'm going to go home, get changed. Yeah, change the attitude and I'm going. Now, Lily, when I go, hi, Lily. She'll, Nick, you're here. She might be super surprised because she didn't expect for me to arrive. Because I told her I might. I didn't say yeah. I said maybe. So she's probably going to be surprised. Okay? She's going, Nick, you made it. Yeah, I told you I might come. Like, yeah, but I didn't think you were. And always that's the thing. Like when you say, I told you I might come. Yeah, but I didn't think you were going to come. Because we think more in the negative, And again, being might, as we said, a modal verb, we will always combine the might with a verb that is in infinitive. Always. This is what modal verb means. It means that we use the auxiliary verb and then we complement with a verb in infinitive. Okay? So, yeah. So it says here, where are you going for your holidays? Clearly, he has not decided because he goes, I'm not sure. I might go to New York. So this is the same as to say, maybe I will go to New York. Maybe I will go to California. Maybe, like, I might. We don't know. Yes? And it says here, he might go to New York, saying it is possible that he will go. Is this for sure? No. Is it a 50-50? No. Because the possibility reduces the chances of him going. Mm-hmm. And it's very, very common to say, you know what? I was thinking I might go fishing on Saturday. Oh, really? Oh, I love fishing. So if you go, send me a text and I'll go with you. Oh, really? Okay. But is there a plan? Is that something? No. So maybe at home, you know, my daughter says, hey, Mum, on Saturday, could we, oh, you know what? I'm waiting for a student to confirm because I said that I would go fishing and he said he might go. Oh, Mum, but I need a confirmation. Well, I can't say anything because I'm waiting for this other person. You know, he said he might go. And if he goes, I want to go too. So, yeah, coffee. So, what's his name? Yeah, we really don't know anything. Yeah. Now, my daughter might go, hey, Mom, I really need, okay, yeah, I'll go with you. Because really, like, you know, let's say with Pablo, we didn't agree on anything. And then if Pablo sends me a text, says, hey, Nick, I decided I'm going fishing. Oh, Pablo, sorry. I already made plans with my daughter. But it's okay because we didn't make any plan or any arrangement or any commitment. It was like, oh, you know, like in Spanish, there is a saying, right? Si sale, sale. Si pasa, pasa. So it's kind of like, you know, in Spanish, they say, if it happens, it happens. Oh, good. You know? Yeah, if it happens, it happens. Oh, good. Like, I'm here, you know? But honestly, we don't know. Okay? Good. And here we have this other example where she's looking and she's saying, wow, there is a possibility. I said this yesterday. I saw the sky and I asked you guys yesterday, hey, do you think? And remember, when we are not sure, it is very common to add, do you think? Or to say, I think. Or to say, I don't think. So yesterday, my question was, do you think it might rain tonight? Which is the same as, do you think it's possible that it will rain? And a lot of you said was like, nah, it's so hot, so hot. And I said, I know, because it's very humid. Because with humidity, right, evaporation. So what goes up then must come down. So, you know, when we say the weather in Sydney is crazy, yeah, we say it's crazy, but actually not really. Like, it's common sense. If it's super, super hot, of course, the evaporation is higher, and so the water must come down. So it didn't surprise me yesterday. You know, I was at home around, I think, 11, and it started to rain. Yeah. Wasn't sure. And yesterday I said, look, because I thought it might rain yesterday, I said to everybody, look, I got my jacket, I've got my umbrella. Even yesterday, I took the umbrella from my handbag and I put into my backpack because I was like, yeah, it might rain, possibly. Yeah, but for sure, no. And today, what? It's been raining all day. I think it's going to be raining all week, if I'm not wrong. Like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think is, yeah, forecasted. Yeah, Paula? Okay, amazing. Good. Can I erase? Yes. Okay. And so, as we said, might is a modal verb. So, a modal verb means, first off, I can use the modal verbs for everyone. I don't use this difference to say, oh, for I, you, we, they, this one, and then he, she, it, this one. No, it's for everybody. Yeah? So, might, we said negative, might not. I also said that native English speakers, we say mightn't to say might not. So to say, I mightn't go to that party on Saturday. I need to sleep. I'm feeling super tired, right? So I mightn't go. And here when I go mightn't, I'm saying might not. Now this is only for people that speak native English. Yeah, it's our abbreviation. Yeah. I would recommend use might not first. And then, with practice, yeah, you can get into the might. And always simple, infinitive, simple verb after the modal verb. So the modal verb is your auxiliary verb, always. What are other modal verbs? And this is what we're going to also see. Is, for example, let's say can is a modal verb. Will, would, should, might, yes, this one we're saying. Must, may, good, could. All of these are going to be combined with an infinitive verb. But I hear sometimes students, yes, when they say, oh, I can to fix, I can to play, I can to. No need for the to. Because can or might or will are not verbs. They're auxiliary verbs. They indicate a time, a tense. So I don't need to do that. I can play, I will play, I should play, I might play, I must play. So you see, all of these are complemented with a simple verb after. Do you understand, Jerry? More or less, yeah? So I don't need anything between these two. So when you put to here, no. The to is to connect two verbs. When I say, for example, I love to eat chocolate, to say something. I like to go walking, right? I need to buy groceries. So here I'm connecting two verbs, and this is where I use to, but not between these two. Always this one, and straight away after you use your action. Okay? Got it? Yes? Good. And here it's saying that might is exactly the same as it is possible that you will do something. This is correct. So here it says it is possible that I will. It's possible that I will do this. Not necessarily, but yeah. I might go to the cinema this evening, but I'm not sure. When it says I'm not sure, meaning I haven't decided. Yeah. It's like, sometimes on a weekend, my daughter goes to her friend's place or goes to visit her sister. And she says to me, Mum, what are you going to do? And I go, I don't know. I might go to Circular Quay later, to walk around the harbour. I might go to the fish market to have some lunch. But then in the afternoon, she calls me and says, Mum, is everything okay? Yeah, everything's good. So what did you do? Nothing. I stayed in bed watching TV. So, you didn't go to? No. What? Too tired. So, when I say I might, I have all these ideas, but at the end of the day, I probably won't do any. I probably won't do anything. It's like when you say maybe. It's like maybe, but honestly, no. Yeah. If I'm sick and you go, hey, that cough sounds bad, you should go to the doctor. Yeah, maybe I will. Do I go? Why? Just take some cough medicine. Maybe I, have like a candy or so, those drops that you have. 2-3 days or maybe weeks, and I'm good to go. And I didn't spend the money on the doctor, right? This is how we think. Yeah? So when you say, yeah, I might, maybe, I will, same thing. Okay, let's see. Lily, would you like to read for me? I might go
to the cinema this evening, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh?
Yes, please.
When is Rebecca going to phone you? I don't know. She might phone this afternoon. Take an umbrella with you. It might rain. Buy a lottery ticket. You might be lucky. Are you going out tonight? I might.
Okay. So here, correct. The first one is I might go to the cinema. I'm not sure. And the person we always accompany to say, oh, I might, but I haven't decided. It's when is Rebecca going to call? Oh, I don't know. She might this afternoon. Now, will she? Probably not. But you're still waiting. Yeah, possibly. It says, take an umbrella with you. It might rain. There are possibilities. I'm looking at the weather. Yeah, it maybe it's not so clear, but yeah, I'm still thinking. Absolutely. Buy a lottery ticket. You might be lucky. Yes. So you buy it, but nothing is a guarantee to say, hey, you will win. It's a possibility. It's winning the lottery is like one possibility in millions. Yeah. Are you going out tonight? I might. So again, maybe. Yeah. And so we were also looking at this difference, yes? When we say, I'm playing tennis, I am playing, which means 100%. Yes, Leslie? 100%. When I say I'm playing, I'm working, I'm cooking, I'm doing, I'm studying, all these ideas are 100%. It's a plan. It's an arrangement. I'm traveling on the weekend I'm studying English next year for 6 months. I'm going home for Christmas. I'm cooking chicken tonight for dinner. For sure. But to say, hey, I might play tennis tomorrow. Yeah, it's a possibility. Maybe I wake up in the morning, it's like, let's play some tennis. Or maybe I wake up in the morning, I'm like, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more. Right? And I wake up, it's like, oh, got to get to the office. No, no time to play tennis. Maybe tomorrow. Huh? And I go. You know, that actually, that kind of happens to me on repeat. I go to bed and, you know, like I have so many things to do when I get home. And it's like, oh, I've got to fold the clothes. I've got to, let's say, wash the dishes. Throw the rubbish, whatever. And I get home sometimes, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. And I do this. I actually do this. I put the alarm for 8 o'clock in the morning. I go 30, 40 minutes. I do very quickly. Yeah, enough time. And I can come to the office. Or sometimes I go, okay, 7:30, I'm going to have a shower, dry my hair, straighten. Yeah. I swear to God, my clock, my phone goes, 8 o'clock. And I go, 8 o'clock. It's too cold. Stay in bed. And then I go, okay, 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 8:30. And then 10 more minutes. And I'm like this. And then it's like, oh my God, 10 to 9 o'clock. Oh my God, 9:30, the bus passes. I get into the shower. I don't wash my hair because no, I don't have time. And then, yeah, I get dressed. The kitchen, maybe half of what I was going to do. Run to get the bus, come to work. I didn't do anything. You know? This is on repeat for me. It happens every day. I don't know why. Before, I used to always take my computer home in the evening because I was like, I'll go home and continue working. But as soon as I get home, it's like, too tired. And I go, okay, I'm going to have something to eat. And then I'm going to work on the computer. I start checking my messages and I'm gone. So now I don't take my computer anymore. Because he was, I'll take the computer. I might do some work at home. No, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. So why do I carry this backpack with me all the time? No, it looks good though. I look super professional. But that's it. Because I never, ever do any work. I never, hello, hi Jefferson.
Hi.
I never do anything, you know? But yeah, why try? Oh wow, you're early. Did you finish early today? You finished early today. Oh, good job. Okay, good. And so it says here, Rebecca is going to call. We said possibly Rebecca might call. Yeah. Sometimes when people come to talk to me and they want, let's say, some guidance or some advice, and I go, okay, let me make some phone calls to find the information. Let me check on the computer. And they go, okay, do you want me to call you tomorrow? No. Don't call me. I'll call you. And then they go, okay, so what time are you going to call me? I might call you in the evening. Do I call anybody? No. So again, the might is always like the maybe, but it's really like no. Okay? Good. And I wanted to give you guys an example. I was thinking about this because, you know, sometimes you ask questions. And so, you know, I said to you, we use the do you think. So to say, do you think it might rain? I said this yesterday, right? Do you think it might rain tonight? And obviously it did. So, yeah. But I can also ask questions or things in negative. Yeah. So I wanted you to see this statement and tell me what you think and what you understand. Okay. So. So here I'm using might. This is not a very common structure, okay? Because remember our structure, we always say, if it's a question, we're going to say, let's say auxiliary, subject, verb, complement. So yes, here this is a question, but I've complemented also with a request, okay? And so here I say, might you go? So when I say might you go here, what do you think I'm trying to say? What am I trying to say there? Hmm?
He thinks go to the supermarket.
Who thinks? You say he thinks to go to the supermarket. Who? Okay, but I'm saying to you, Pablo, might you go to the supermarket today? Could you buy me some snacks for school? So what am I kind of like saying? I'm saying to you, because I go, might you go to the supermarket? This is a very common way, by the way, to talk to somebody. What I'm asking is, what do you understand by that sentence?
Maybe it's possible. You ask, maybe you.
Absolutely. Absolutely, she's right. So basically, what I'm trying to say here in this sentence, it's like if it is possible, or mainly, I would say here for this, if you go. This is basically what we're saying. The if possibility. You could, you couldn't. Like you might not. So what I'm trying to say is the if also is about possibilities. So basically to say, might you go to the supermarket? If I want to be direct, if you go to the supermarket today, could you please get me some snacks? Only if. I'm not saying, hey, can you go to the supermarket and get me some snacks? I'm not saying that. Or could you go to the supermarket today and get me some snacks? I'm not telling you to do it. I'm saying if, because you know what? And I shouldn't say this, but one of the biggest confusions, I'm going to say confusions, we have with my ex-husband was this. Because I used to say, hey, you know, if you do this today, could you do this? And automatically was like, I'm not going to the supermarket. But I didn't say for you to go. No, but I know you. I know when you say if, you're telling me I have to go. No, I'm saying like if you go out today and you see the supermarket and you go, oh, wow, I'm going to stop by 5 minutes, right? Like, just in case. Could you please do this for me? And it's true, we used to have this big arguments over like something so stupid like this, you know? It's a play of words. And why? Because sometimes the person doesn't understand what you're trying to say. So if it's if, there it's working. See? Yesterday, no, I couldn't hear anything. So if it's if, or to say, hey, might you, I'm just saying in the case, right? So that could be also another way to understand, to say in the case, yes, you were to go. So that's another way to say it, extended way. In the case you were to go to the supermarket, please, Could you get me some snacks? But again, it's all about possibility. I'm not saying, hey, you go get me some snacks. I'm busy working today, so you go. No, it's like only in the case if it's possible. And also, it's not that you go to the supermarket. Like if you can carry, if you have a bag, if you have time, I'm not telling you to do anything. Okay? So that is a very common way in which we express. Yes. Can you copy that for me, please?
One question, Nicole.
Yes, please.
When I use
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yep.
It's the same as irony.
Is it the same as
Irony.
irony?
Porque, why?
Maybe. I don't think it's irony. You know what? If you were asking me about irony, I would say probably we would use will. Because like I'm telling you, yeah, but no. That would be for me irony. But with the might, it's just understanding that there's no real decision. There's no decision. Nobody has made a decision.
For example, in that example, I might not go to work tomorrow.
Well, no, I explained this yesterday. Remember, this one I told you yesterday very clearly, and it's actually a very common one of my daughter. My daughter has free from work, but she has headaches, very big headaches. And sometimes she doesn't feel well. And she says to me, I see her, she's like, oh, my daughter is super responsible. For her to like not go to work is, they have to kill her. But, sometimes she feels really, really sick. And so she says to me, Mum, I might not go to work tomorrow. And I go, why? She says, because I've got a headache. Like, she knows she needs to sleep. She needs to rest. It's because it's an accumulation of stress. Okay. But when a person says, I might not go to work tomorrow, it's because you aren't feeling well now, but maybe, Pablo, you have a good night's sleep and you wake up in the morning and you're feeling good. So you go, you know what? And sometimes I wake up and I see her and hey, aren't you going to work? No, Mom. I called, I'm not going. This is now her decision. She woke up, she didn't feel well, but other times she gets up very early and she, is getting ready for work. And I go, where are you going? So I'm going to work. But yesterday you said you might not go. Yeah, but I woke up fine, so I'm going. See what I mean? What I'm saying is when you say I might not go to work is at that moment, at that time, you're thinking, no, I don't want to. But then something changes where you can feel better or you can feel worse. And then you make a decision. So it is an irony, I think it's irony, but again, depending on the context. But might not really. Like might is not telling you, as I said, anything. It's saying possibly, but possibly what? Nothing. Yeah. When I said to you, hey, Pablo, do you think you will have children? When I say, do you think you will have children, like, how do you see yourself in the future? You might go, I might. Other people go, no, I might not. Like thinking, I'm kind of like, no, because I'm happy the way I am. But on the other hand, like, I think maybe having a child is cool or nice or whatever. So they might, but there's no decision yet. If you go for a job, let's say you're working, you have your job, but somebody offers you a better job in a different country, right? Now, you're comfortable here. You feel good. You're stable. You've had to adapt to Australia, but, the other offer is kind of interesting too. So if I might say, hey, are you going to take the job offer? And you might go, I might. Maybe you're thinking about it, but no real decision, you know what I mean? And then maybe you talk to your wife and you say, you know what, I'm thinking I might take that offer. And maybe your wife goes, why? Why are you going to take that offer? We're good here. Forget about that. Let somebody else. No, concentrate on what you're doing here. And so then it's out the window.
Teacher, I have a question. Maybe saying
Exactly the same. Every time, but when you use maybe, then you need to use, if it's in the future, you need to use will. So if you use maybe, you will say, oh, maybe it will rain tonight. Yes? If you use maybe, you're going to use will. And the other one is when you use might directly. You just use might. Okay? Yeah. Let's say, for example, you're working super hard. You're feeling thirsty, but you're going, oh, I'm going to wait. I'm just going to finish this one, and then I'll go get water. And then another job comes. And I'm just going to finish this one and then go. But then at some point, there's a break, and you go, hey, I might go get some water. So you say I might, as in, but maybe you don't go for water. You go to the bathroom. And then when you come back, you get water. You see? But there is nothing clear. Hi, Matt. How are you? Okay? All good? Can we advance? Yes? That's it. That's a good one. It says Sue might not come to the party, as in maybe she will, maybe she won't. I have no idea. Yeah? Okay. And it says may is exactly the same as might. I explained yesterday that may can also, and we will see this today, can also be similar to can. But we said that when may is the same as can, may is more polite. In this context, to say, I may go to work tomorrow, I may not. I might go to work tomorrow, I might not. It is exactly the same. You're talking about possibilities. Yes? It's just like, for example, when I was talking to my daughter last year and I said, hey, sorry, what are you going to study when you finish high school? And she was like, oh, Mom, I might study criminology. I might study law. I might study, what else was she looking at? Then she said to me, hey, Mum, I'm thinking I might study business administration. No. That might is no. She said, but why? Don't argue. No. Because to be honest, business administration is something that you study after you have a degree. A business administration, you study this when you have already a degree in a profession, because the business administration helps you to understand the organization to take on manager or managerial positions. Okay? So not just to be at the bottom, but also to be at the top. That's why you study business administration. But I honestly, I'm not saying it's wrong to study business administration, but if my daughter was going to study law or criminology, I just, didn't see the value of business administration at this point, So I said, no. Finish, get your law degree, and then you can do whatever you want. Like, I don't care. But she was like, might. She had all these possibilities. And I said, what university are you going to? Because they called her, to visit the university in Canberra. They called her to see Macquarie at Western. She had many options. And I was like, well, what are you going to do? What are you doing? So, I might. No more might. Come on. You need to decide. What are you doing? You need to have a plan. You see? And then she's like, okay, I'll do this. And that was the end of it. See? But yeah, like while we're discussing, to see what is all the possibilities that we have. That is what you're doing with Mike. We have this opportunity. We have this possibility, this other chance, or this other situation. Okay, which one is the best? And you start, measuring, and then you come to a decision. Yeah. And also, as I said to you at a restaurant, if I'm not sure, sometimes I look at the menu and some people that eat with you, sometimes Victoria and I, we change our roles, because sometimes Victoria goes, I know what I'm having. You ready? And I go, no, come on, Mum. I might have, but then I go, okay, Victoria, you order first. And she goes, fried chicken with it. That sounds good. Yeah, me too. Yeah. You see? But I was thinking of a different possibility. But then, last minute, I changed my mind. And sometimes it happens to me too. It's like, are you ready? Chill. Well, what are you having? I don't know. I might have the rice cakes. Jack, come on. You know what I mean? Okay. And for your holidays, the same thing, especially when there are more than 2 or 3 people that make a decision. Hey, where do we go? Or to say, hey, where are you guys going for your holiday? Oh, we're thinking we might go here, we might go there. It will depend on the budget. It will depend on the money. It will depend on how far. It will depend on how many days you have, correct? All of these things can change that possibility. And so, Jefferson, I
may go to the cinema.
Yep.
This evening.
Yep.
I may go, so may not come to the party. So may not come.
Okay. And continue.
It is okay to. May I ask a question? It is okay to ask. Can I ask? May I sit here? Yes, of course.
Okay. And so with the last one, correct, we said that we can use this in replacement of can. We said that when we say can, it is very strong. It is very direct, yes? And it sounds like that, like it does sound very, very strong when people go, hey, can you, and they order you, like, hey, stop what you're doing. Can you come and help me? I always say use could you please. I love that for everything. Today in the morning, I had a Chinese girl. She says, I work in an Asian supermarket. She said, I would love to have customers like you every day. Because, she said, every day the customers are very pushy and very rude. Like, here, I want this. I want that. Give me this. Give me that. She says, I feel terrible. I feel like I don't exist. And she said, I just want a little respect. So, if you really do go by, and it's true, I always tell you guys, I absolutely hate going to the supermarket. I hate having to look for things. I hate like, oh, where is this and that? I walk in, the first thing, there, a worker from Coles. Yeah, I go, hello, excuse me. Could you please tell me, where can I find that? Oh, aisle 5, 6, 9. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. And I go, 5, 6, 9. Out. I never go to the supermarket more than 10, 15 minutes. I hate it. It's the worst experience. And that's what I do. I just walk in, ask, but, very polite. Sometimes they go, hey, give me a second. Okay, perfect. And then I'll take you. Come with me. And they go with me. They go, here. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. And I'm gone. I'm out. Very practical. Very practical. Yeah, before I used to love to like go in and I'd be there and hours, and you go and you look at the thing, and now I can't even see. This is the thing. I look there and I'm like, I can't see anything. So, I'm just very practical. Dun. Done. And in the morning, I told you, every morning I walk in, good morning, could I please get? And what do you guys say? Oh, but my boss never uses could. My boss never asks me nice. But wait a minute. If your boss needs you to stay extra time, is your boss nice then? Does your boss talk to you nicely then when he wants you to work like extra hours? We say, hey, can you stay? Hey, Matt, can you stay a couple of extra hours today? No, right? They usually say, oh, is it possible? Could you please, right? Because you have the option. Hi, Camilo. You have the option to say no. You have the option to say no. So when you say, oh, my boss never says to me, oh, could you please? Of course not. He's paying you. I don't say to you also, I go, hey, guys, can you do this, and this is for homework? And I always say can. When I say can, it's like I'm saying do. I want you to do this. I want you to, because I'm the teacher. I'm not going to ask you, please. Why? I need you to do the work if you want to learn. You know what I mean? But if I want something, of course, I have my nice side. Sometimes, if I get home and I go, oh, Dorita, could you please cook tonight? Oh, I'm too tired. And I put this face, it's like, oh, Mummy's too tired. Could you please, Sure, Mom. And she does it. It works. It works, Okay. Any questions? No? You guys good? Okay. So I'm going to leave might up to here, and we're going to go into our next class, which is the can-could. Okay? That's what we're going to see today. Yeah? Lexley, any comments? Any questions? No? You got it clear? Kind of? Hi, Karen. Okay? Yep, good.